When one says German football, one has to think about the culture and the tradition that the entire city and the town brings to a stadium as well. The fans here in Germany have a lot to say as to who the club should buy, who needs to play. The media pieces talk about which player is doing well, which isn't doing well. You don't have 70% tourists who are coming in. It's the football ultras that own the feel, the vibe of the entire stadium as well. And we're currently in the heart of Stuttgart at VfB Stuttgart. You're looking at the DFB Pokal scores right around you because Stuttgart just a couple of days back made it to the finals of the DFB Pokal Cup. Another major achievement. They're playing a third division side, but then again, nothing can go wrong in the finals as well. The 4 selected Indian Tigers and Tigresses, well, they are here, and I'm going to show you over the next couple of minutes what is it that they're going to be doing, because there's training, there's brain kinetics, they're also going to be meeting a legend as well, and then of course there's the stadium tour. I am standing in the stadium bowl. There's a lot of dirty secrets that we need to talk about as well, about where the guest changing room is, what the home changing room looks like, what the stadium bowl looks like, and there's the Porsche Tunnel Club as well, the most exclusive, one of the most exclusive places in this entire stadium. So stay tuned, keep watching this episode, and we have more for you.
From the calm training grounds of Austria to the thundering footsteps echoing through one of Germany's biggest football temples, VfB Stuttgart, our Tigers and Tigresses were about to live a dream. The moment we reached, there was no time to waste. The kids laced up, hearts pounding, for their very first training session with Stuttgart's under-12 squad. Don't be fooled by the age group. This was no ordinary practice. Stuttgart's youth setup is among the most respected in Europe. For our players, it was a real test. Intense drills, fast-paced passing, precision, pressure. It was a reality check and an eye-opener.
I talked about the strength that every kid should have and that he or she should cherish. And for those kids, Manef, for example, he was very clever, so he was very understanding of the space. He knew how to move to actually give him an opportunity to go to the front. So I really enjoyed that, and I loved his understanding of the game. The others, especially the girls, they're very quick on their feet. I loved how they communicated. Of course, one lady that already plays in a certain level in India as well. You could see that, but as well the other one that maybe plays on a different level in India, but showed very good potential and a very nice understanding of the game. But especially her first touch was very good. She always tried to get that first touch into a space where she has now a little more time to actually attack the room. So I really enjoyed that. So yeah, that spark, that little thing that is just a little, takes them apart from the other kids, that was something.
Bjorn Peter's words weren't just praise, they were direction. A roadmap for our players to carry back home about discipline, decision-making and dynamism. The day ended with dinner and much-needed rest. But day 2 came with a twist. Enter the brain kinetics coach, a FIFA A license expert in cognitive motor training. It wasn't just football anymore. It was about wiring the brain to think faster, sharper, even better. The drills looked simple, but they were scientifically designed to boost agility, memory, and reaction time. And the kids were loving the challenge.
For me, it's really important because our brain is controlling all movements. So if you improve your movements, you also have to improve your brain. And while doing this training sessions with brain kinetics, you're improving the connections in your brain. We did some different exercises. We're doing some dribbling actions where we're concentrating with the dribbling with the foot, and also doing some exercises while dribbling with our hands. So it's not easy because normally while dribbling, most players, they look all the time at the ball, but we want to look them up. So we took the ball, the smaller ones, in the hand, and they have to throw it. So it's not easy for them to control both the smaller balls in the air and the big ball at the ground. And at the end we did some, it's called about the reaction, because if you want to have an advantage against your opponent, it's also important to be quicker, not also while moving, also while decisions. So these were the exercises, and I think the boys and girls had a lot of fun. Me too, as a coach. For me it's also important to have exercises where the group has fun. The player did good because they didn't know the exercises. They didn't do this before, normally, but they did really good. So for me it was easy to get step by step, to get to the next step. So I was recognizing them that they improve the exercises very good. So it was a good training session.
Marrying mind and muscle. This was Stuttgart's way of building smarter footballers. But what followed next was unforgettable. The kids stepped into the heart of German football, a massive Bundesliga stadium echoing with stories, and right there to welcome them was none other than...
I think that's the most important part, also to be disciplined, to be ambitious, to fight, to give everything all the time, never give up, always give 100%, and I think that's the most important thing. I would also recommend to any player who have the chance to play abroad to do it, because it's a nice experience to play somewhere else, and you get to know new people, another culture, different cities. For me it was Liverpool and London, and yeah, they are different, but each of them is unique.
You were in the Merseyside.
I'm the Merseyside, exactly. Yeah. And yeah, you get to know a different style of playing football as well. And so yeah, it's just different, and it's a great experience.
Leonie Meyer, a name that inspires. From an autograph session to a casual lunch, our kids saw firsthand what grace, grit, and greatness looked like. But hey, while the team in Stuttgart soaked in their dream day, back in Gmunden in Austria, the rest of the Tigers and Tigresses weren't resting either. Under the expert eyes, they underwent a data-based performance analysis, sprint speeds, balance, strength, recovery. This wasn't just about raw skill, it was about building complete athletes. Back at Stuttgart, the stadium tour had only just begun. From the players' locker rooms to the press conference stage, from tunnel chills to fan zone thrills, every step was soaked in legacy. The kids stood where legends had once walked, a goosebumps moment. But before we wrapped, we sat down with the 4 young ambassadors of Indian football to hear what Stuttgart meant to them. Listen in.
बहुत अच्छा लगा, मतलब बहुत सारी नई चीज़ें देखने को मिली, लाइक एक्सपीरियंस करने को मिली, यहाँ के चेंजिंग रूम्स वगैरह, अवे के चेंजिंग रूम्स, होम के चेंजिंग रूम्स, और यहाँ का इतना बड़ा लाइक स्टेडियम, और यहाँ की वाइब बहुत अच्छी है, और लाइक काफ़ी अच्छा लग रहा है। लाइक यहाँ के एक्टिवेशंस रूम जो कि लाइक, और यहाँ का इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर सबसे बड़ी बात कि बहुत अलग है, जो हमारे लाइक इंडिया में स्टेडियम्स होते हैं काफ़ी अलग है। हमारी जिन कोच ने हमें लाइक आज ट्रेनिंग दी थी, काफ़ी बर्डन लगा था ब्रेन पे, ब्रेन काइनेटिक्स करके, बट इट वाज गुड।
इट वाज अमेजिंग एक्सपीरियंस इन माय लाइफ। और ये मतलब इधर की वाइब जो मन हो रहा है कि खेलूँ मैं इधर, और ये हमको बहुत बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली TV9 की तरफ से, अच्छा है। और हमने 2 दिन ट्रेनिंग की जर्मनी में, ये भी बेस्ट ट्रेनिंग थी। सर को भी बताऊँ भाई, ऐसे ट्रिक्स करवा रहे थे उधर, और ऐसे गेम्स खिला रहे थे।
यहाँ की ट्रेनिंग बहुत ही ज़्यादा अच्छी थी, काफ़ी कुछ सीखने के लिए मिला। आज सुबह हमने ब्रेन टैक्टिकल्स पे वर्क किया, और मुझे ये सब कुछ करके अच्छा लगा, और यहाँ का स्टेडियम बहुत अच्छा है। इंडिया लेवल से ये सब कुछ काफ़ी अच्छा है। जो इन्होंने अंदर ड्रेसिंग रूम्स बनाए हैं, जो प्लेयर्स हैं उनके लिए काफ़ी अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ अच्छी हैं, जो वो घूमते हैं, काफ़ी अच्छा है ये।
Yeah, it's a great experience to see this beautiful and wonderful stadium, and I am lucky I get selected here and able to witness this great stuff. And Yeah, I feel lucky, and this is a great opportunity for a player to have such experience. So yeah, each and everything whatever the coaches taught us is great, and I will try to implement in India, and yeah, that's it.
So the kids had a fantastic time, needless to say. Our short, sweet little trip here in Stuttgart has in fact come to an end. But this youth development partnership that we've been talking about with VfB Stuttgart, and of course a big thanks to the entire Bundesliga giants for helping the kids out, really telling them what it is that they need to take back home, they need to understand and bridge that gap with the international standards of football and what we've been able to inculcate. This was just a small little speck of what these kids got to admire here, to learn here as well. But with that, we're going to call it off. Many thanks for watching this episode with camera person Govind Sharma. This is Kabir Naqvi from VfB Stuttgart, Germany for the TV9 network.
4 kids, 2 days, one unforgettable experience. From Gmunden to Germany, our Tigers and Tigresses are learning the language of world-class football. And you know what? They're just getting started.